Good morning. Welcome to the Pleasure Saucer. I'm the Reverend Johnny Lemuria, and I'm here with Melanie McNeil, my guest, and we're here to talk about hula hoops. Cynical plot by Whammo, evil communist infiltration of the moral fiber of the American youth, or an interesting way to get healthy and a beautiful art form. Ms. McNeil, your thoughts?
Well, I definitely agree. It is a beautiful art form and a nice way to stay in shape. It's sort of evolved from the original toy that put out by Whammo.
Right.
And now it's referred to as hooping.
Just hooping.
Just hooping with a capital H.
Okay.
Yes. And the hula part sort of came derived from the Hawaiian hula dance,
right,
which is very similar because you're moving your waist. However, its new form nowadays is just called hooping.
Hooping. Maybe with just an I and an apostrophe if you want to get really, really hip about it.
Yes. That's right.
So you teach hula hooping classes, is that correct?
Yes.
What do people learn at a hula hoop class?
Well, it's a wide variety of things that we go over in class. It's learning how to not just hula hoop around your waist, but on all parts of the body. We branch out from just waist hooping and expand into hooping our arms, our shoulders, neck, as well as the lower part of the body, the hips, low hips, thighs, knees, as well as off the body moves such as tosses and sort of around the body. So.
Remember when I was in school, the only hoop maneuver I could do very well was the throwing it forward with English so it rolls right back to you. I was pretty good at that, so that was about it.
Yes.
And you also do performances at festivals and concerts, stuff like that?
Yes.
In fact, you just came back from one, is that correct?
Yes.
How was that?
It was really great. It was a performance. There's two sort of branches under which I perform. I perform as a solo artist, and my performer name is melmacpink.
Melmacpink.
That's right. And so I usually do my solo deal, vending hoops, selling, making hoops, and then also doing performances, demonstrations, things like that at street fairs, festivals, art openings. But last weekend I performed with a troupe that I've been a part of for years called Unifier Theater.
Okay.
And we use fire as our medium.
Okay.
And so we have staff spinners, baton twirling, hoy spinners, all kinds of different fire and flaming costumes.
What would a hoy spinner be?
Hoy spinner.
Oh, hoy spinner. Okay.
Yes, P-O-I. It's from New Zealand. It's a traditional dance from New Zealand.
Okay.
And then I also do fire hooping in the troupe, which is a hula hoop with 6 sort of spokes reversed from a wagon wheel. They kind of jut out, and there's a flame on each end.
Okay.
And so I hula hoop with.
So the entire hula hoop isn't on fire.
No.
Okay, that would have been a bit dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. What we do is pretty edgy and risky, and there's always a dynamic of spontaneity with working with fire. But it's a really dynamic group of people who I'm dear friends with them, and we get along really well, and we make a really beautiful art form called fire dancing. Okay. And that's Unifier Theater. So last weekend, to answer your question, was a festival called Castle Carnival, a Renaissance style. They were calling it the Mardi Gras of the Southeast, or of the Carolinas. And we did a performance last weekend for this event, and it was located in Jamestown, North Carolina at Castle McCullough.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a big castle, a moat, and it's really neat.
Sounds like a wild time.
Yes, it was a neat space. I like the venue a lot. So.
I understand there was a bit of a injury at the performance. Nothing to do with fire, I understand, but someone got sand in their eyes.
Yes.
Which is pretty bad, especially if there's all that fire around there.
She was a trooper, though. She finished her staff solo, even mastered the toss, caught it, and then tried to keep going, but had to get pulled off the stage for the rest of the show because she was receiving first aid backstage.
Yes.
So we had to think on our toes and improvise and do a 3-person routine. Got bumped down to a 2-person routine in a matter of seconds. So we really had to think on our toes and react quickly and just sort of accommodate.
Mm-hmm.